Welcome today's Dawn of Prophecy for March 12th, 2015, Thursday. Because today's breaking headlines are yesteryear's prophecies coming to reality. I can prove it, and you and I get to live it. We live in the last seconds of the last days. Be awake and aware. Today I'm going to cover 3 headlines breaking worldwide and one that's personal. First, the Islamic terror group ISIS is announcing that they're accepting a pledge of allegiance from another terror group called Boko Haram, a notorious terror group in Africa. An ISIS spokesperson, can you even imagine being a spokesperson for this terror group? They have a position like this open. Nonetheless, an ISIS spokesperson says that the group accepts the alliance with Boko Haram and, and that if you wanted to join ISIS and you can't get to Syria, then get to Nigeria, where Boko Haram is centered, in order to join forces with their caliphate. As you know, Boko Haram has killed thousands and kidnapped thousands more and subjected them to forced sexual labor and other grotesque crimes against humanity. Boko Haram, just this January 3rd, went in and killed thousands of people in nearby villages, further advancing their own Islamic caliphate or state. And that's why they're joining ISIS, because that's another Islamic state. Of course, they've been sharing terror ideas and tactics for some time. Last week, making the Pledge of Allegiance. This week, ISIS accepting that pledge. And I believe this is just for the sake of the world, because of course they're in the business of terror. They already know their plans. They're just sharing them with us to terrify us. Nonetheless, we go forward as we go into prophetic headline number 2. Major world powers are beginning talks aimed at lifting UN sanctions, that's the United Nations, sanctions on Iran if nuclear agreement is reached. The United States, Britain, China, France, as well as Russia, Germany, and of course Iran are in these talks right now. Which leads me quickly to number 3. The State Department of America reported today that the next couple of weeks are vital in the Iran nuclear talks. They call them the US-led talks or negotiations, when really it's Barack Obama and his administration who are leading these. As you've seen in recent weeks on the news, both Prime Minister of Israel Benjamin Netanyahu and many members of our Congress, the United States Congress, stand against it, even writing an open letter to the leaders of Iran saying, we do not support this, we will continue sanctions, and we're not going to support the president in his initiated talks with Iran. Spokesperson for the State Department, Jen Psaki, says it's crunch time. The U.S.-led talks are aimed at getting Iran to end its nuclear pursuits. That's what they're claiming. But the truth is that they've never done that. They've hidden it for 18 years, and they will continue to do what they're doing in Iran. Iran says they just simply want to end the international sanctions. Of course you do. It's impacting your economy. Now, it is written, and this is where my heart extends to your heart. My spirit wants to stoke your spirit. Jesus has said that there will be wars and rumors of wars in Matthew 24. Furthermore, prophecy in Psalm 83 predicts there will be an international alliance against Israel, and this is also found in other parts of the Bible beyond Psalm 83. Be warned. It is not only a time of the apostasy, a rising up against the truth in the church of the bride of Christ, but it is also more greatly than that. God is sovereign. It is a time of the apostolic church. Rise up, warriors. We are moving forward. Now, one more thing, and this is a personal thing. Notice that a lot of trouble is happening all around us, not just out there in the world, but in our own lives. This morning I had breakfast with my very best friend, and we discussed how we're both fine, we're doing well in general. We all have our own challenges, but we're in general doing well. It's people very directly near us and family and friends, dear sisters, who are going through tremendous trials, like just recently chemotherapy for cancer surgeries, also marriages that are just exploding with anger and leading to other worse things. My warning to you in the bottom line is this: it is a physical manifestation of a spiritual reality. We are seeing on earth what is happening in heaven. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And we know that Ephesians 6 warns us that we will have wars. We fight not against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities in the heavenlies. And now we're fighting against each other more so in the world. We are at war. Warrior up. Here's the action plan for today. Number 1, sharpen your sword. Lies can only survive where there is no truth. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. God's truth will tell us how to walk and how to live in these times. Word up and warrior up. Put on the whole armor of God in Ephesians 6. Number 2, after you sharpen your sword, do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil by doing good. Share this word and update. Spread the truth that is out there. And number 3, pray or be prey. I urge you to pray for God's mercy in the midst of these Obama-led Iran negotiations. We do not want to give them the bomb. We do not want nuclear negotiations because it's not leading to peace. It is leading to the bomb. Let me be very clear. Here's some final salt on the tongue. We live in prophetic times, which means God made you and I to be prophetic people. Therefore, we must operate in the prophetic. Go Team God.